Hello everybody. I'm here with my boy Mac. My name is Vex.
Uh,
Today we're gonna be
Fuck you.
ranking all the all the knives that we
Fuck
flipped
you. You're
in a
hijacking my
tier
intro. You're
list.
gay. I'm just okay. We're already getting fucking demonetized. Okay. Basically, these are all the knives I flipped. If you haven't flipped any of these knives, then fuck you. If you flip knives that aren't this, I don't care. This. We have a Bear Ops tier, but I forgot to put my Bear Ops knife in here because I have such little respect for Bear Ops knives that we just made a Bear Ops tier. That one knife will go. Anyway,
Fuck
this
bear
is the
ups.
knife for harvesting of organs tier list. Okay. Um, I have my friend Vexy Poo, little Vexilus boy, here because
No.
he's also flipped a lot of these knives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First up, we have the Macarta Basilisk, which we've both flipped. I think. Whoa! What the hell's happening on the screen? You see that? What is
What
that?
the
The
fuck
black.
is
What
wrong
is
with
that?
that?
Okay, it's a B tier.
Yeah, it's B. 100%.
All right, that was boring. The Chab.
Yeah.
I think this is a C tier because of how. Yeah, it's a C tier.
I haven't flipped a chab, but from what I know, it's a
Then
pretty
fuck you.
cool
You don't
knife.
matter. The
Yeah.
uh, that's gonna piss people off. This is the BB Firefly V2. I think it's a C tier because it's very bulky and chunky and weird and funny. So it's a little.
Yeah, it's a mini BB Firefly, or fuck.
What?
BB Barfly Pro
Yeah.
V2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pro V2's ass, but the Firefly is actually pretty good. I'd say it's a C or a B tier.
Yeah. Then we have the Sphinx Terra, which is also a C tier, just because it has no grip at all, and the bead blast, sand blast, whatever it is on the handles is not very rough. So it's very plain looking. So C tier.
Just give it like a hole cutout or something. Just give it a little bit more grip. That shit will be B, maybe even a low A tier.
Eh, I don't know if it would go up that much.
It's for, it's really good for what it is. It's just the grip, man.
I went full screen now. That was funny. Look at that. I fucked up. This is the Antarctic. It's good. I think it's a B tier.
It's a B, yeah. It's a fucking tank like
For
the
the
like the
yeah.
Arctic.
For the price,
Uh,
I don't know. It's like B plus. I don't want to put it in A, but like it's
for
yeah.
the
I
price,
feel
it's
comfortable.
retarded good. Just like the
It's
Arctic is.
retarded good.
It's retarded, dude. It's so good for the price. You drop this
Arctic.
thing a million times on concrete, it will still have perfect tolerances, just like the Arctic.
My Arctic looks
Yeah,
like a worn, torn city.
yeah.
Uh, it, it uh. It still has perfect tolerances. Arctic is also B just because like these. I mean, the Antarctic is a bit more than the Arctic, obviously, but I feel like they're both kind of close enough to each other that they could both be in the B tier. But like the Antarctic's a little bit closer to A tier.
I would personally put the Arctic in A tier. I think that it's a better price to performance.
Fuck you.
And you have literally you've shown it in your videos. You've dropped that thing a million times on
Oh, you mean the
concrete,
Arctic?
and it's yeah
Oh
the
yeah,
Arctic. Yeah,
no. Okay, I've
yeah.
asked
You've
those
dropped the things a
Bear Ops.
million times on concrete, and
Zephyr.
it's still great. Zephyr,
You didn't even. The uh
I don't think you.
the Zephyr is a
Uh,
B.
yeah, I would say so. I had some
It's
unfortunate
expensive.
issues. Yeah, I had some unfortunate issues with my Zephyr. I had
What did
an
you
issue where the Zen bin fell out.
Oh,
But
you should go kill. You should go kill. Don't do that.
nah, but I,
He
I
already
reached out to I can't remember his name, but
Svixco.
he's the one. Yeah, Sphinx, and
I don't know his real name.
yeah,
It's probably like Bartholomew. I don't know, but
yeah, and we got the issue sorted out. But yeah, I had that one issue, but overall the knife
that
is
pink one looks
fantastic.
so cool. I like the pink
Yeah,
one right there.
yeah, it's a great knife.
That looks good.
I would say it's B tier too.
Um, the the end.
Yep.
Squiddy B is also C tier, but it's really cheap. So I think it's at the top of C tier just because. And this feels so weird having a fucking Squiddy in like the the fucking Chab, but like I don't know. When it comes to flipping, I feel like they're both weird enough. The Squiddy's like really just like bog standard, super light. It's plastic, and it's kind of just like it's not bad. It's fine.
Well, one
The
is
Chab is
$50
unique.
and one's 500.
Yeah, this one's 500. This one, yeah. But the Chab is like, it's not bad. I would easily flip the Chab over the Squiddy any day. But for the price, it's definitely like a bit of a weird flipper. It's super, super, super handle heavy and really heavy. So that's why it's in C tier. Anyways, if you're mad, I don't really give a shit. So fuck you. This whole thing is just my opinion. So I don't give a damn. Artsy Wave. I really, really, really liked this. I had problems with the Zen pin falling out of this one too. But it flips really good. I actually think it flips better than the Zephyr from what I remember at least. For the price, it's ridiculously good. It's pretty darn good.
I have not flipped it.
That's because you suck.
Yeah, and I'm poor.
Okay. We have the
That's
Maxace Banshee.
Yeah.
V2. I'm gonna put that in
I've not
V-tier.
flipped this one either.
This thing sucks. It's not that good. I have the ball bearing one. There's a few different versions with like bushing, the ball bearing. Fucking some are like heavier and lighter. It's not that good. It's pretty cheap though, but it's not that good. I think it's like D tier. Squid Trainer 3.5 specifically because that's the only ones that we've touched.
It's an A or B tier. I would personally say it's A.
I agree.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic for the price. I just wish that it didn't develop tap as fast as it does.
Yeah, I feel like if we had like the V4, the V4 would be A and then the 3.5 would be a B, just because of the bushings. Because when you have those bushings, it's like, God motherfucking damn. With washers, it gets annoying, but I remember beating the shit out of my 3.5 in it. Even though it got tap, it was still fine. Never had problems with it. So I think it's an A, because I do think it flips better than the Antarctic and the Arctic. The Seraph is really good. I think the Seraph is an S tier.
S tier, no doubt.
I don't even know if people know what this thing is.
I don't think so.
This thing is called... Oh, hey, look at that. This thing is called the Deimos Cerberus. And, that's all. It's pinsless. And the handles... it's $180. It's $180. And the handles slap together because they're pinsless and they're not done like the swordfish. So it sucks. The end.
It's not a good knife at all.
All right, the Kraken Trainer. I personally think the Kraken Trainer is an A tier above the Squid Trainer. It flips pretty similarly to the Kraken, but it is different enough, and I don't think it's as good as the Live Blade Kraken. There's some people that like fucking hate the Kraken Trainer, but I think it's kind of close to the Kraken. But it's like 10% off. It's like 90% of the Kraken. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I agree with that personally.
That's because you're a horrible person and you kill people. So I don't care.
I would personally put it in B tier, but I see where
B
you're coming
tier,
from.
God motherfucking damn. The Kraken Trainer in B tier over the Squid Trainer.
I would say the Squid Trainer is better. Yeah.
What about the cherry? Kraken Trainer that you bought from me?
I mean, it's good, but I mean, I don't flip it as much as my other knives.
Man, so it's that different compared to the normal Kraken.
It is that different. Yeah.
God,
to me, at least.
That's so weird. It's like the yellow dress or gold dress thing. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fine though. Either way, like I would say it's a little bit better than the Squid Trainer, but we kind of have it in the same place, like upper B and like lower A.
Yeah, I mean it's a great knife. I mean, if you buy it, I mean you won't.
It's also a
I don't
tank.
think that you'll. Yeah,
mainly just the bushings. That's just the bushings because like the tune stays on it longer than the 3.5. You don't have to like fidget with the 3.5 as much. The Kraken Trainer just kind of bushings are just pretty cool.
I think overall.
Stock Lucha. I think it's a D tier. In fact, I'm gonna move the Banshee to E tier because I remember liking the stock Lucha way more than I like the Banshee.
I've not flipped the stock Lucha.
It's a heavy boy, and the blade or the blade nipple, the Zen pin nipple, pinches the shit out of your fingers. If you're doing like a basic twirl or like a full twirl or something like that,
right.
It gave me a blood blister on my pointer finger at one point. I pinched myself so bad.
Holy shit.
Do I have the Flytanium Lucha on here? Yeah, I do. We'll do the Flytanium Lucha right after. I think the Flytanium Lucha is a C tier. A lot of people think it flips better like B. I just personally never got with it as much because there's no hole cutouts on the handle, so I feel like the grip is just not there. Even though it's really rough, I'll put it like the highest part of C tier. Because
I don't think it's better than a Chab though.
You haven't flipped the Chab. Shut up.
I know, but I would prefer.
I don't know,
man.
I'm pondering here. I don't know.
I would prefer the Firefly over it. So if you prefer the Chab over the Firefly, I would say that it would be a low C to me. But
I prefer the Chab over the Fire. Okay, if we order this in like which I would flip, it would be like this.
Okay.
Like this. Like I would flip this, then I flip the Chab, then I flip the Firefly, then I flip the Terra, and then I flip the Squiddy Bee. The Lucha is fine. Like it's fine. It's just like there's not enough hole cut out. And then since the handles have this like varying texture that like kind of has different heights, it makes doing stuff like Knuckle Duster, like I just don't do those on this. It limits me a little bit, so I don't. It's like kind of mid in that regard. But
oh, that's fair. That's fair.
The Vortex.
Man, I wanted to like this knife so much, man.
It's so pretty. The purple is so pretty. I have this. Knife. I basically have this one, and me and Josh have both. Oh, I said your name. I just doxed you. How do you feel? Get fucked, idiot. me and Vex, me and him have both. What?
I'm gonna get 70 pizzas ordered to my house now.
70. Oh, pizzas. I thought you said pieces. I'm like, what, for a pipe bomb, you fucking terrorist? 70 pieces.
70 pounds of plastic.
Yeah, 70 pounds of tannerite, you damn. The purple is so nice on it. I have the one with the silver and then the purple. And yeah, it's a really, really, really beautiful knife. But even though it has these hole cutouts, it is so slippery. It's almost as slippery as the Terra. It's almost that bad. And oh, it's almost so pretty. I just want to put it in B tier. But I think it's like I'd honestly flip it over the Flytanium Lucha. So I'm gonna put it.
It's a high C.
I don't know. It's honestly a toss up. These fuckers. I'd probably honestly flip the Lucha. That's just my preference for live bleed over trainer though. So honestly, it's just whatever. It's my tier list. You fuckers watching. You get mad at me. I mean, the Balisong community is fucking toxic as hell anyway, so there's going to be people that are mad anyway.
New video about that coming out soon.
This thing is literally called Knife for the Harvesting of Organs tier list, okay? If you're mad, go fuck yourself and get trolled. Okay, Empusa, S tier, the end. Obsidian is... yeah, I'm going to put a B tier, or D tier. B tier? I'm dyslexic. I have AIDS. This is a D tier. You haven't flipped the Obsidian, have you?
I have not, no.
I get fucked. So, the Obsidian, it's really, really pretty, and it's so unique and cool looking, but I remember flipping it, I dropped it on my carpet, and then the latch flew out. So it didn't really give me the best vibe when it came to durability, and it felt really strange while flipping. So I just didn't like it that much. So I'm going to put it in the same tier, but a lower D tier than the Lucha, stock Lucha. The Pian... this is gonna be we're gonna vary on this one, Vex. We're gonna vary on this one.
Yeah.
How do you probably think it's like right about there, don't you?
I would say it's D or E personally.
I think it's C tier, but it is at the low end of C tier for me, and it's because of just how thin and no grip the handles are, and like the handles are kind of rounded except for like the flattened out part. So, yeah, it's okay. I guess it's closer.
It's such a pretty. It's such a pretty.
It's really pretty. It's so elegantly designed. Tell them about yours, the way you modded it, or the way you got it customized.
Oh, I got. I mean, I just have Vex on the blade.
You got it engraved.
That's all.
And it's in like a really cool cursive font. It looks so cool. You should put it in like a. Since you hate flipping it, just put it in like a frame and like put it on your wall or something.
Honestly, it would
look cool. It looks so cool.
It would probably be better as like a display piece than like flip it, honestly.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this thing.
Yeah.
We still haven't talked about it at all. I don't give a shit.
You just put it in the tier,
I don't give a damn. The Vulp, I honestly think... okay, the Vulp is a B tier.
100% B tier.
Since we're organizing them, like what I would what we would flip in the tier, I would probably put the wave here, and then I'd put the Volp there, and then the Zephyr.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a better knife that you can get for like
The money.
Yeah, for the money.
Price to performance, this is S tier, but with every other variable taking into account, it has better grip than every knife here except for the Micarta Basilisk. I feel bad. It's like the Micarta Basilisk is here and everything else is a trainer. That's like really cheap. The Micarta Basilisk, honestly, I mean, I'm gonna put it in A. Honestly, I think it was really, really, really good. I remember loving it so much. I'm gonna put it to low A though, because I would rather flip these two trainers over it. To be honest.
Nearly bought it off you.
Yeah, I regret selling it.
It was a great knife.
I really regret selling it. It sounded so unique. The sound was like glassy. I love the sound.
And it was really bouncy too.
Oh yeah, it was so good. Not, fuck that thing. Whatever. Wait, what did I? Oh yeah, the Volp. Yeah, the Volp has really good grip compared to it's like most comparable to the Wave because they're both made by Nibali's and they're both about the same price. Than the Wave is $10 more. I think the Wave flips so good. The hourglass handles, the way the hourglass handles like slim, like the way they get really, really slim towards the pivot, it does wonders for chaplains and stuff like that. It's so fun. I really would need you to flip one of those, Josh. It's so fucking good. The Volp has way better grip, but it doesn't flip as good, in my opinion, compared to the Wave. That's about it.
Fair enough.
You're flipping your Volp right now, aren't you?
No, I'm flipping a Kraken.
Oh, well, fuck you mean? I suck at that. I have the Volp right here. Wait, Kraken. Isn't that what's next? No, it's the Nautilus. Haha, get the fuck. The Nautilus is an A tier.
Yep.
I'd put it slightly above the Micarta Basilisk as well. Actually, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put it highest A tier. I liked flipping it when I had yours for a little bit. I liked flipping it more than my Kraken trainer and my Squid trainer because of how like light it felt, and then like the G10 gave you that extra grip, and it felt so like light and flowy. I really liked how it felt.
Oh, dude!
I really want to get one now. Like I really want to get
It's one
like
of
how
my
the knives we
favorite
put in S tier. We don't even talk about just S tier, and then just say yeah. Let's talk about these again. Yeah. So where would you put the Nautilus?
High A, yeah, 100%.
Okay, we agree.
Exactly where you have it.
Speaking of price to performance, King, when we were talking about the Volp, for a live blade, honestly, because like, dude, $70 or $65, $150 for the Max A Serpent Striker puts it at low A. The price to performance or price to value, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, so good. With the trainer blade, with the live blade, the trainer blade rings really loud, which is a plus for me. If you don't like ring, then die. It comes with all the replacement hardware. And it flips really good. The bushings are so well tuned. And the G10 is higher quality than the G10 on the Nautilus. The G10 on the Serpent Striker is very, very nice. Like, actually better than the Nautilus. So, I like the Serpent Striker a lot. The Kraken.
S tier.
I think the Kraken, yeah. I think the Kraken is an S tier. A lot of people probably put it at A tier. But this knife is the gold standard of, like, what everything's kind of compared to, because of how good it is for what price you pay. You pay $300, and it competes with these two, and it's half the price, right? It competes with these two.
Yeah.
A lot of people would even consider it to be better. I mean, I'm definitely more familiar with the Kraken than the Seraph or the Impusa, but the Kraken is just like such a golden standard, and
it just deserves
there's
to be S
pretty
tier.
much no one that dislikes it. And then also just the ground that this thing broke when it came out of it being like, everybody's like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Why would you use aluminum handles on a live blade? That's dumb. You're stupid. Die. Kill yourself. And then they did it anyway, and it caught on. Obviously, as like most of these knives have aluminum handles now. And yeah, Mako.
Yep.
Mako. I think the Mako's a. I'll put it there. I'll put it there in B tier, like mid B. I'd rather flip it over the Volp. I'd take the Anarcho.
I have not flipped one, unfortunately, but I really want to because you like it so much.
Yeah, like before the Volp came out, the Mako was the value king for trainers.
Yeah.
For trainers, because it doesn't have very much grip. Like, it has the gill cutouts here, but it didn't have very much grip. But the bead blast, sand blast, whatever it is, had a bit more texture to it compared to something like the Terra or like the so many knives, the Vortex. Yeah, the Vortex, because these are like just smooth. The Mako has a bit of like a matte finish almost, so it still had a bit of grip, and then it's also really unique with like the whole shark, mouth thing. But it is on washers. So taking all that into account, I'm gonna put the Vulp slightly above it, just because the Vulp can get like 1-day shipped to you on Amazon, which is fucking amazing. I love you, Will Hirsch. I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth. Okay, Squiddy C. Honestly, just about the same as the Squiddy B. It's even lighter. I had I don't know. They're really about the same. They're not different enough to where it's like, yeah, Squiddy C. Talisong. Here we go. This is one we can both talk about. We both used the hell out of our Talisongs. I actually bought your Talisong. I have it with me. Right here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I would say it's a low B for me.
I agree with that.
I didn't like the way that it flipped too much for me, but the fanning on it is insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it fans really good. It has rounded handles, like semi-rounded. It's almost like a half circle like sort of deal. And it's on ball bearings, which doesn't mean it's bad. Ball bearings are just different.
Oh, ball bearings are great.
Ball bearings, if they're tuned well, it's really good. This thing has like no movement. It just like when you do like if you try to do a tap test, it just doesn't move. That's a really reassuring feeling. It's a tank. Like it's so durable. The one that I have, the one that I bought from you, Josh, it has like the bottom of the handles are chewed up because you brought this thing to work a lot and dropped it, right?
Yeah.
And I've dropped it on concrete a few times as well, and it hasn't been touched when it comes to tuning, and it still doesn't move. It doesn't even move when you do the tap test. It doesn't even move. But because it has those rounded handles, it makes doing more like finger dexterous tricks. It makes it more difficult, especially if you're doing things like knuckle dusters or things like just stuff like that. It makes it more difficult because of those rounded handles. So I do think it kind of belongs at the bottom of B tier. But if we're ordering them, like, would you rather flip the Talisong over the Arctic? Because I would.
I would say so. Yeah.
What about the Zephyr?
I would flip the Zephyr over.
You would?
Over it though. Yeah, I would personally.
You flipped the Zephyr more recently than me, so like I'm kind of going off on my memory from a while ago, and I do remember really liking the Zephyr. It just didn't have enough like grip.
Yeah.
It had decent grip, but it didn't have enough. But like, yeah, I think that's a good spot for the.
Once
Talisong.
I got the issue sorted out with the Zen pin, yeah, it was immaculate. It was great.
Talisong trainer, just about the same spot, really.
Yeah.
The one I have has skiff bearings, so it feels a little bit smoother. But I just have a preference to live blade, so I put the bitch over the bitch. That's it. All right, let's talk about this fucker. In Bear Ops tier. I have it in Bear Ops tier as a meme just because I had such a poor experience with the eye basilisk. I got my first eye basilisk and it had shearing force, which is, if you don't know, it's basically like if you do a swing test but like horizontally, like if you hold your knife and like open horizontally and kind of let the handle swing out, if it like pulls the blade with it, that's shearing force. And this one had really bad shearing force. I talked to Jerry and he responded like instantly and sent me another one, so it was good customer service. And now the second one I have, which I'll grab real quick, it has really bad blade slap like inside the handle. Ooh, look at that! Listen to that. I think I have crisp turned on, so I don't know if you can.
You do have crisp.
Yeah, in the recording it's showing up. I can see my audio spike. It like clips the mic when I do that. Yeah, it sounds terrible and it's awful. And it also, even if it didn't do that, the way it flips is really mediocre to me. So if I was going to rate this thing like legitimately, I would actually probably put it the very bottom of C tier. Maybe I'd rather flip it over the PN, but like that's honestly like for a knife that's $600, like fuck off, you know. I don't have I have a Bear Ops knife, but I forgot to add the picture of it to the tier list because that's how little respect I have. So I don't even have it here, but the Cerberus deserves every little bit of the bottom frag here. And that's the tier list. If you disagree with this tier list, die.
Fuck you.
It's my opinion. This toxic ass community gonna have a field day with this one, boys.
This is our opinion. If you disagree,
cool.
You can voice your opinion in the comments, but like, don't be hostile, little bitch, please.
Don't be a bitch. We named it
Yeah.
Knife for the Harvesting of Organs.
Yeah.
I want to save or download this. Hell yeah. Anyway, the end.
Yep. Good video.